Only elders or any children?
Do Sharanagathi and
Say loudly, man, because these people are deaf.
Do Sharanagathi and
Say that. How do you get moksham?
you have to do Sharanagathi and
Okay, if you don't get moksham, what will happen to you?
You'll be in the endless cycle of birth and death.
Good. Lakshmi Kumari, you heard what that little boy said?
Vinnan Swamiji.
What did he say? I asked him a question. How do you get moksham? What did he say, ma?
అదే శరణాగతి చేసుకుంటే
What will happen if you don't do Sharanagathi? If you don't get moksham? What did he say? All deaf.
You have to do Sharanagathi, and if you don't do that, you'll be in the endless cycle of birth and death.
Lakshmi Kumari, can you repeat what he said?
చేయాలి లేకపోతే బర్త్ అండ్ డెత్ సైకిల్ లోని ఉంటారు.
విన్నావటమ్మా?
శరణాగతి చేసుకోవాలి అని చెప్తున్నారు.
లేకపోతే అది చెప్పవేంటి? ఒక హాఫే చెప్తావు. శరణాగతి చేయకపోతే ఏమవుతుంది?
మళ్ళా జన్మ వస్తుంది.
మళ్ళీ మీరు వినడం లేదు. మరి ఫోన్ ఎదుర్కొన్నారు. తెలుగులో చెప్పరా? వీళ్ళకి అసలు అర్థం కాదు.
బర్త్ అండ్ డెత్ సైకిల్ లో ఉంటారు.
మీరు జన్మ వస్తుందన్నారు. వాడు ఇంకా చెప్తున్నాడు.
పుట్టటం మరణం అలా ఉంటుంది.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
సైక్లింగ్. ఓకే, కరెక్ట్. ఓకే.
If you fail the exam in March, September fail, March, September. How many times? Again birth, again death, again birth, again death, again birth, again death. You want to get out of it? Now, somebody said, my children are only 7 years old. Your children are 7 years old. You are very fortunate. Varshika, are you there? Varshika?
Come.
Lakshmi Kumari, you want to listen to this girl? She is only 3 years old. Okay, 3 years old. Varshika, shall we chant Mantraraaja stotram? Wait, let me chant my line. Shri Isho Vacha Vrutot Pulavishalaksha Vipaksha Dikshidam Sarvaira Vachidam Praptam Sabalokam Titestam Padavashtata Patalam Murdha Vishtatri Vishtapam Jyotim Sharkedan Rakshatra Vyalnadinyan Kramate Sarvedrirapi Vina Sarvam Sarvati Sarvada Narvasimha Chaiva Yasharupa Mahatmana Yannama Swarnat Bhitaha Bhuta Vetana Rashasaha Sarvopim Samashritya Sakalam Bhadramashtate Sakshat Swakare Sampraptam Mritchum Shatrugananvitam Namaskaratmakam Ismai Vidhayatmani Vedanam Dasa Bhutasvata Sarve Shatmanaha Paramatmanaha Shankare Nadrat Proktam Padanam Tatpananayam Narayana. So, Lakshmi Kumari, did you hear? That little girl is 3 years old. She doesn't even know how to read and write. That girl doesn't even know how to read and write. But she just listened to her mother or sister and she by heart. By the way, she doesn't even know how to read and write. So don't think that she is looking at a paper and telling. She just by hearted. That is what is if you have satsangam. If you have parents who are interested in spiritual life. And that little girl, 3-year-old girl, even she did Sharanagathi. That is what exactly Krishna said. Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Bhrashto Bhijayate. This little girl practiced yoga in the previous life, but she did not attain salvation. So this time she is born in a religious family. Therefore, even though she is only 3 years old, her mother brought her and got her Sharanagathi done. Same thing. Anybody who wants to have moksham. Josna, did you hear that little girl, Josna? Didn't write. How could she buy her entire Mantraraaja for the stotram of Lakshmi Nrsimha? That is the beauty of Narayana. If Narayana wants, that's what he says, Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum langhayate girim, yat krupa tamaham vande, paramananda madhavam. If Sriman Narayana wants, he can make a dumb fellow the most eloquent speaker. He can make a lame person jump over the hills. There is nothing as impossible if the mercy of Krishna is there with us. Now the mercy of Krishna.
Surrender to him.
Exactly. When you do that Sharanagati, you accept Krishna as your father, Mahalakshmi as your mother. Vasudha, where did he say that, when you do Sharanagati, you accept Krishna as the father, Mahalakshmi as the mother? Where did he say, Ma? If I prompt, can you give me? In SriStuthi. In SriStuthi. Anybody, Ma? Venkateshwarlu, did you learn SriStuthi?
లేదు స్వామి.
Leda.
చదివాను కానీ గుర్తులేదు.
Gurtuledu. Okay, if I give you the beginning, can you do? Vasudha, can you chant? You know SriStuthi, Vasudha?
Yes, Swamiji, kind of. Yes.
Good. In SriStuthi, there is a beautiful verse. Mata Devi Twamasi Bhagavan Vasudeva Pitami. You understand that? So when you do that Sharanagati, you accept Mata Devi. Hey Mahalakshmi, you are my mother. Bhagavan Vasudevaha Pitami. Bhagavan Vasudeva is my father. And if Mahalakshmi is your mother and Krishna is your father, what else you want? What else you want? మీ కొడుకు కార్తికేయ వాడికి రావు శ్లోకాలు, మీ కూతురికైతే వచ్చు. ఒక్క నిమిషం ఉండు. వర్షిక ప్రీతిక ఉందమ్మా? వర్షిక ఇస్ ప్రీతిక దేర్?
నారాయణ స్వామి ప్రీతిక కూడా స్కూల్ కి వెళ్ళింది స్వామిజీ వాళ్ళకి.
Want to follow Ahimsa. Krishna says in the 10th chapter, 5th verse, Ahimsa samatha tushtihi tapodanam yasho yashaha bhavanti bhava bhutana matta eva pradagvidhaha. Remember, Amma. Remember Ahimsa. 10th chapter, 5th verse. Ahimsa samatha tushtihi. Is it the only one time Krishna said about Ahimsa, Amma? Do anyone of you remember? Is it only one time Krishna said Ahimsa? In the 16th chapter, 2nd verse also, again Krishna says, Ahimsa satyamakroda. Ahimsa satyam akrodha. 2 times Krishna says the importance of Ahimsa. So, if you have to do Sharanagati, what it entails is, you must follow the principle of non-violence. And many people are not ready to do that. That is the problem. Because knowingly or unknowingly, we have become accustomed to not following Ahimsa. That is the problem. Knowingly or unknowingly, we have become accustomed to not following Ahimsa. But anybody can do. Anybody can do. Krishna did not say only some people who are born in some families can do, others cannot do. Krishna never said that. Krishna said anybody can do. Good. Second one. Anuradha, do you know why people don't do Sharanagathi in addition to not following Ahimsa? No, there is another one for the food restriction. Exactly. Where did he say? He did not say specifically onion garlic, but he said something else related to that. What? Emma? What is it?
Katvamla lavanatushna, Swamiji.
No, not katvamla. Katvamla means too much salt, too much chili powder, too much tamarind.
Bhunjate agham paapa, Swamiji.
Exactly. Third chapter, 13th verse. Krishna says, if you have to follow religious life, you have to eat only that which can be offered to Krishna. If you cannot offer to Krishna, you cannot eat it. And where did he say that? 13th chapter, third chapter, 13th verse. Anybody remember Sama? I wish children are there. Yagna shishtashinah santo. Vasudha, you are making a note of it, right, Vasudha?
Muchyate sarva kilbishaihi bhunjate agham paapa ye pachanti.
Yagna shishtashinah santo muchyante sarva kilbishaihi bhunjate te tvagham paapa ye pachanti atmakaranat. Those people who eat only the prasadam offered to Krishna will be relieved of all sins. But those sinners who do not offer to Krishna and cook only to fill their stomachs, those sinners are eating only sin. That is the reason why people don't do Sharanagati, because they do not want to eat only prasadam. They want to eat all kinds of food items of their choice and get into trouble. What trouble they are getting into, ma? What is the trouble they are getting into? Bhunjate te agham paapa ye pachanti atmakarana. By eating the items that cannot be offered to Krishna, they are eating only sin. You eat only sin, naturally, with sins, you will end up only in hell, not in Vaikuntham. That is why onion, garlic, etc., etc. I don't want to trouble you by saying what are all those etc. For the present, onion, garlic. When you become serious, then we'll tell you more what else you can avoid. Good. Now, the most important thing, the third most important thing, if you want to avoid again birth, again death, again birth, again death, the most important thing is you have to stick only to Sriman Narayana or his incarnations. Where did he say that, Amma? Where did Krishna say that? Anybody ma? Where did Krishna say, if you do Sharanagati, you have to stick to me only? Mallishri, where did Krishna say that? Please. Mam ekam sharanam raja. Sarva Dharmaan parityajya. Mam ekam sharanam raja. To me and me only. Then only aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami mashuchaha. When you do that Sharanagati, you have to do Sharanagati and stick only to Krishna. That is the reason why people don't do Sharanagati. Because they do not want to stick to Krishna. They do not want to stick to Krishna only. Where else did Krishna say, ma, that you have to stick to him only? Did Krishna say, Mas chintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham ananyas chintayanto mam. Vasudha, if you are taking notes, the previous one, Sarva Dharmaan Parityajya, was the 18th chapter, 66. Mam ekam sharanam raja. Then only no sins. Otherwise, our balance is always there waiting for us. Second thing, if you want Krishna's protection, yogam kshemam, then ananyas chintayanto maham. That ananya chintana, no other chintana. Ananyas chintayanto maham, 9th chapter, 22nd verse. 9th chapter, 22nd verse. Krishna says only when you follow that ananyas chintayanto maham, then Krishna will worry about you. Only then Krishna will take care of you. Ye janah paryupasate, ye janah. Krishna didn't say, I will take care of only Brahmins. Krishna did not say, I will take care of only ladies. No. Krishna says, ye janah paryupasate, anyone for that matter. Anyone, you want protection? Then no other chintana. Can you be like that? Ye janaha. Krishna will never ask you that question. Are you a Brahmin? No, no question asked. Are you a man? No question asked. Krishna never said, I will protect only Brahmins. No, he never said that. Krishna never said, I will protect only men. Krishna said, anybody. Ye janaha. Krishna has no preferences. The only preference he has, did you do Sharanagati or not? That's all. Good. Now comes the question. What will happen if you don't stick only to Krishna? And if you want to worship other Devi Devatas, what will happen? Kamala, what will happen, Mala? Sorry, Kamala. Kamala, if you don't stick to Krishna, you want to worship so many Devi Devatas, what will happen to those people, Kamala? You know it, Kamala. You practiced Bhagavad-Gita for so many years.
Swamiji, yo yam yam Swamiji.
No.
Kama is
That,
thrice, Kama
no,
is thrice.
no. That is why you are going to other Devatas. Kama is thai. Yo yam, because your faith in those gods. What will happen to the devotees who go to other Devi Devatas?
Brother.
What is it, Kamala? Exactly,
Brother.
Kamala. That is the right words, Kamala. Good, Kamala. I'm very happy you learned it. Yanti Devavratan Devan Pitruvratah. Bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti madhyajinopi maham. You worship Devi Devatas.
Yes, Swami.
You will go only to Devalokam.
Yes, Swami.
You worship Pitru Devatas. You will go to Pitrulokam. You worship Bhuta Preta Ganas. You will go to only to that Bhuta Preta Gana Lokas. But only when you worship exclusively Krishna, then only you go to Vaikuntham. Then only you go to Vaikuntham. నువ్వు కూర్చోవడం కాదు, పెన్ను పేపర్ పెట్టి రాసుకోవాలి. చెప్పాను కదా 100 వర్సెస్ అన్న నేర్చుకోవాలి. అవి చెప్పి ఆల్ రైట్. Somebody says you worship other devatas, you will not get moksham, but you will go to other Devi Devatas. Good. What will happen if you go to other Devi Devatas and the Devalokam? Supriya, you just joined. What will happen, Supriya, if you don't go to Vaikuntham and you go to the Devalokam, etc.? What will happen?
You will come back to Golokam. You will have
Where,
another birth.
where did he say that? Very good. That is correct, Mala. By any chance you remember the shlokam in Bhagavad Gita? You're right. Even if you go to Devalokam, that is Swargalokam, you will come back and take birth again.
పునరావృత్తిన మామ పేచిత కౌంతయ్య పునర్జన్మ నవిద్యతే.
Exactly. ఆ బ్రహ్మ భువనాల్లోకాన్ పునరావర్తినోర్జున మాభుపేత్యతి కౌంతేయ పునర్జన్మ న విద్యతే. Forget about Devalokam. Even if you go to Brahmalokam, up the highest world in the material world, in this Brahmandam is the Brahmalokam. Even if you go to Brahmalokam, you will come back and take birth again. Only if you attain Sri Vaikuntham, moksham, only then no more birth. Only then no more birth. So, even the better way to answer that is 9th chapter, where Krishna says, Te punyamasadya surindra lokam ashnanti divyam divideva bhogam tetam bhunktva swargalokam vishalam kshine punye marchalokam vishanti. By worshipping Devi Devatas, you will go to Devalokam. There you will enjoy Swarga Bhogas. You will enjoy Swarga Bhogas. But after enjoying the Swarga Bhogas, a day will come when your Punya Karma is completely exhausted. When your Punya Karma is exhausted, Kshine Punye Marchalokam Vishanti. Vishanti means you will fall down. You will fall down. And then you can say, it is not only Devalokam, sir. Even if you go to the highest world, called the Brahmalokam, even if you go to the Brahmalokam, you will come back and still take birth again. Only if you get Vaikuntham, there is no more birth. That is the one that is of interest to us. Yes, by worshipping the Devi Devatas, you will go to Devalokam. You will enjoy. But one day, a day will come when your Punya Karma is over. When your Punya Karma is over, you will come back and take birth. That is not just for Devalokam. Even if you go to the highest world, Brahma Lokam, you will come back and take birth again. And in the same shloka, Krishna also says, even if you go to Brahma Lokam, you will come back and take birth. But if you come to Vaikuntha Lokam, Brahma Bhuvana Lokan Puraravartinorjuna, Mama Pechati Kaunteya Punarjanma Navidyate. Brahma Bhuvanan Lokan, 8th chapter, 16th verse. 8th chapter, 16th verse. Brahma Bhuvanan Lokan, Punaravartinorjuna, Mamupechati Kaunteya, Punarjanma Navidyate. Only if you go to Vaikuntham, there is no Punarjanma. If not, even if you go to Brahma Lokam, you will come back and take birth, and absolutely there is no doubt about that. Unfortunately, people don't pay attention to that. That is why we keep on taking birth after birth after birth after birth. We are just caught up in the vicious cycle of birth and death and birth and death. Now, you remember I told you that you can enjoy Swarga Bhogas and Devalokam, but a day will come when your Punya Karma is over and you have to come back and take birth again. Those verses are 9th chapter, 21st verse and 20th verse. Traividyamam Sumapa Puta Papa Yagna Swargatim Prarthayante Te Punyamasadya Surindra Lokam Ashnanti Divyam Divideva Bhogam Tetam Bhunkva Swargalokam Vishalam Kshine Punye Marchalokam Vishanti. So now you are preparing the notes, right? So these two verses very clearly say that we have to come back and we will take birth again. We have to come back and we will take birth again. Therefore, intelligent people will look for moksham, where you will not take birth again. Where did Krishna say that if you go to other Devi Devatas, you are not intelligent? Yama, where did Krishna say that? Yama, anyone of you?
అంతవత్తు ఫలం
No, ఇందాక చెప్పవే కామై స్థైస్థైర్ జ్ఞానాః ప్రపద్యంతే అన్యదేవతాః హృతజ్ఞానాః. Because you lost your brain, you lost your intelligence. That is why you go to other Devi Devatas. Very clearly Krishna says, Kamai staistaihi hritajnanaha. Because our minds are polluted with desires, we are going to other Devi Devatas. If our mind is not polluted, we would have gone to Krishna. The very fact we are not going to Krishna indicates our minds are polluted with desires. If our minds are pure, we would have gone to Krishna. The very fact that we did not go to Krishna indicates that our minds are filled with desires. It is as simple as that. Kamai staistair hritajnanaha prapadyante anyadevataha. Could you get it, Amma? You know, kama istayastir hritijnanaha. Go.
Seventh chapter,
Seventh
Swamiji.
chapter.
21st.
7th chapter, 20th verse, Amma. 7th
21, Swamiji.
chapter, 20th verse.
21, Swamiji. In Prapatti.
Go. So now tell me, where do you want to go? Is your choice. Where you want to go is your choice. Where you want to go is Krishna say that. Where did Krishna say that? Where you want to go is your choice. Emma, where did Krishna say it is your choice? Hello? The chapter Krishna says, Yadhechasi tadha kuru. Arjuna, you do what you want. Krishna will never force you what you have to do. Krishna very clearly said, you do, Arjuna, whatever you want. I will not force you what you have to do. I leave it to you. You want to go to other Devi Devatas? Go. You want to come to me? Come. Where you go is your choice, Arjuna. Where you want to go is your choice. Anybody who knows that verse, Amma, where is it? In the 18th chapter?
Please, Swamiji, 18th chapter.
18, what is the verse number, Amma?
63, Swamiji.
1863.
Yes, Swamiji.
Iti te jnanam akhyātam guhyat guhyataram maya vimrusheta taseshena yadhechasi tadha kuru. Arjuna, this great jnana, knowledge, the greatest mystery of all the mysteries, with regards to jnana, karma and bhakti yogas is given to you by me, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Contemplate, comprehend, ponder over, comprehend on it, and vimrusheta taseshena, completely. ఏదో అరకొరగా చేయడం కాదు, పూర్తిగా, completely, and do whatever you want to do. You wish to fight or not? You want to go to Vaikuntham? You want to come back? You want to follow Jnana Yogam, Karma Yogam, Bhakti Yogam, or Sharanagathi Yogam? You have all the choice. You do what you want. You do what you want. Yadhechasi tadha kuru. Yadha ichhasi tadha kuru. So where you want to go, Krishna will never force you. One should do Sharanagati with a pure love for Krishna, not out of compulsion, not at all out of compulsion. You do with pure love, Krishna is yours. If somebody forces you, you will not stick there for a long time. Therefore, every one of us have a choice. Every one of us have a choice. Either to go to Krishna or to worship other Devi Devatas and come back and take birth. We all have a choice. We all have a choice. Krishna will never force us that you must do this. Krishna never said that. Krishna said, you do what you want. You want moksham, come to me. You want to go Devalokam, go to Devatas. You want Pitrulokam, go to Pitrudevatas. That is the beauty of Krishna. We have the choice. Krishna has given us the choice. But in spite of Krishna giving the choice, why we are not going to Krishna? Any idea, Amma? In spite of Krishna giving us the choice, why we are not following Krishna?
Bahunam Janmanamante, Swamiji.
In a way to say, we lack jnanam because we don't have jnanam. That is the reason why. If you really had jnana, you would have
మనం
gone to
మనిషి ప్రకారం ఉంటాం స్వామి, అందువల్ల
Entaya?
మనము మనిషి ప్రకారం ఉండాలనుకుంటున్నాం కాబట్టి.
That is called swatantram. I want to do my way. Why should I listen to you? Why should I listen to Krishna? I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. And if you say, I want to do whatever I want, what did Krishna say about that? If somebody says, I want to do whatever I want, what did Krishna say about that? That somebody thinking, I want to do whatever I want? Emma, any idea? Ledamma. Yakshe dashyami modishya ityajnana vimohitaha. In the Daiva Asura Sampad Vibhaga Yogam, Krishna says, I don't want to follow what you want to say. I want to do whatever I want. And that is what Krishna says. That is Rakshasa mentality. That is Rakshasa mentality. In the Daiva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yogam, Krishna says, if somebody wants to do whatever way they want, there is nothing wrong. But that is not Daiva Buddhi. That is Rakshasa Buddhi. This is what exactly Krishna says in the 16th chapter, 15th verse. Adhyo bhijanavanasmi konyosti sadusho maya yakshe dasyami modishya iti ajnana vimohitaha. That ahankaram, I want to do what I want. Yakshe dasyami modishya. 1615 16-15. Adhyos bhi janavanasmi konyosti sadrushyo maya. Rakshasa mentality people think, I am the wealthiest person and I am born in a very royal family, rich family, influential family. Is there anyone who can be equal to me? I will do all the pujas. I will do all the sacrifices, even if they are prohibited by the scriptures. And I will give to charity. I will give alms to the poor. Let me enjoy and become completely deluded by their own ignorance. So if anybody is thinking, I want to do whatever I want, you know where we will end up. we will end up only in hell. Because we don't even know whether those things are permitted or not. And doing the forbidden things, we only end up in hell. And after going through the punishment, we will end up again in taking birth after birth. Therefore, intelligent people will never do those things. Those who are there in the Daivi Sampatti, in the divine mentality, will not do anything that is against the scriptures. If we do anything against the scriptures, we just end up only in trouble. Anybody doing anything according to their own whims and fancies, where did Krishna say, Ma? If you want to do things your own way, if you want to do things in your own way, you will neither be happy here, nor you will attain salvation. Where did Krishna say that, Ma? Am I any one of you? Where did Krishna say, if you leave the scripture and you want to do the way you want, you will not get moksham, you will end up in hell, or you will come back and take birth. Where did Krishna say that? Any one of you, Ma? And yat shastra vidhimutsrujya vartate kamakaratah nasa siddhimavapnoti na sukham na parangatim. 16th chapter, 23rd verse. 16th chapter, 23rd verse. Krishna says, Yat shastra vidhim vutsrujya vartate kamakarataha nasa siddhim avapnoti na sukham na parangatim. One who leaves aside the scripture and behaves according to our own whims and fancies, neither we have happiness here, nor we will get moksham. Therefore, all of us, let us abandon our arrogance and our ignorance and study Bhagavad-Gita and do exactly what Krishna says. And you will get moksham, no doubt about that. Very good, Amma. I leave it to you. What you want to do is your choice. Yadhechasi tadha kuru. Try to learn Bhagavad-Gita like this. Okay, before we say bye for today, any questions from anyone of you, Ma? Anyone of you, Ma, any questions? No? All right. Thanks, Ma, for joining. We'll see again tomorrow and we'll help them out. Narayana.
Vedanta
All right.
Narayan Krupabhishek Tafsir